excited to show you what I have here. This is my latest planner that I'm going to be using for 2019, and it's from Golden Coil. And what I love about this is that it is completely customized. I was able to make this just totally exactly how I wanted it, and it's perfect. It's basically my dream planner. So I normally do bullet journals, but I think I'm going to try this one for next year and see how it goes. So before I open it up, I want to actually show you how I was able to customize it myself. So let's take a look at that, and then I will do the awesome unveiling. So here we are on the Golden Coil website, and first you go into planners, and you can see that the first thing we do is look at our cover. So you have a really great selection of covers to choose from, different artist prints, some patterns, and then they have a really nice linen collection as well that is a very nice textured, saturated color. So I thought they were all so gorgeous, and it was really hard for me to choose one, but I ended up picking the beautiful floral that you see right in front of you. You'll see me click on it right there, and I have to say, in person, it's absolutely beautiful. So after that, you go into your fill page, and so this is actually going to be the very first page that goes into your planner. Just personal information, things like that, that are very useful to have if your planner ever gets lost. Next, you have the option of putting in contacts. I chose not to do this, but I think that this is something really useful if you feel like you need to have your contacts readily available. So that's a really cool feature that you can do. Again, I skipped it. So next, we're going into dates, and what this is what you're going to be starting your journal at. I chose mine to be starting January of 2019. I just want to start a fresh new year. But what I like about this is that you can customize it to start April or start in June. I mean, whenever you want. And so I thought that was a really special feature. And then it also lets you do the end date. So you can do an academic year. You can do a year and a half. You can do a year. You can do 6 months. It just basically takes up a certain amount of pages, and you have 242 pages to work with, so it just goes in with that. And then next you have events. You can drag and drop any sort of events in your calendar if you want to do that. I chose not to do that just because I felt like I don't have that many recurring events that I need to put on there, but if there's something that you have that you know you need to keep in, that's a really great thing to be able to do. And you can see my page count right there is 132 out of 242. So it keeps giving you an update of where you are with your pages. What's great about this is they also have options of different events that you can, or holidays that you can put in there. So we have USA holidays, Canada holidays, food holidays, fun holidays. I mean, those are kind of fun if you like to maybe feature those in your Instagram and you don't want to have to Google it every time. You just have it in your planner. I chose to just do the standard US holidays because I always end up writing those in anyways, so I figured why not just have them done automatically, and that's just a nice little feature that I thought was really cool that I could choose to use or not use. Another really thoughtful kind of detail. The food holiday might have been pretty fun to put in, but I just feel like that would have been too much clutter. So then what we have next are the layouts. There are several different types of layouts to work with here, and I really absolutely can spend so much time on this. I kind of just want to give you an overview of the different options because obviously I selected one option, but I thought it'd be nice for you guys to see everything that they have. So there is the weekly double page, which we're going through right now, and you'll notice that they're all various different types of layouts. What's interesting is that if you have a certain style that you already do in your bullet journal or something that you feel like you kind of consistently use, they're probably going to have a layout that's similar to yours. I was able to find one that was very similar to the one that I prefer on my own, but if you like a standard layout that's seen in most planners, they also have those. This one's really nice. It's just really open. And so it really allows you to customize them. We're now onto the weekly single page. And what's great about these is that they also have places to put habits, notes, to-do lists, things like that. So it really helps to minimize the amount of things that you have to kind of think of yourself to put down because it's already there for you to fill out. And then they also have a daily pages, which I'll show you next. And I mean, it's really incredible the amount of variety that's here, and I think that's probably something that brought so much interest to Golden Coil, because I was the one who reached out to them because I was totally blown away by just the customization factor of these planners. I mean, they're pretty amazing. So as you can see, this one has habit trackers. This is actually ended up being the one that I ended up choosing because it has all of my days on the left and then my to-dos on the right, and I like to keep track of my habits and things like that. So I'm just going to let you check out the rest of these for a minute, and I'll come back in a second. So now we are on to the add-ons, and this is fun. This has a lot of other cool customization factors that you really can kind of emulate your bullet journal in. So right here we have options of year at a glance, so different ways of laying out the year at a glance. I actually ended up going with 2 year at a glance page layouts, this one right here, as well as the next one that I'm going to show you, which is this one. And the reason I chose to do that is because I like to use a Calendex, and that is something that I find really, really useful, and it's something that I really don't enjoy having to set up because it's so much work. So I used that one as my Calendex, the previous one, and then the original one as kind of my birthdays and events and things like that. So very, very cool to be able to have these different add-ons into your planner. And you can see you can also specify how often you want it or where in your planner you want it to be, whether you want it to be in the back or in the beginning, whether you want it to be the monthly calendars. Do you want those to be monthly? Do you want those to be all at the very front? It's all very customizable. And so you'll see right there that my page number count is in red because I chose to multiply. I did 12 of the undated monthlies, but I needed to just select one because one actually covers all 12 months. And so now that I figured that out, it's back into 158 out of 242. So that's just something to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you choose the correct amount of months that you're going to actually be using. So here I'm kind of just customizing it up and making sure that everything is in order and that I have everything that I want and that I'm not missing anything that I kind of want to for sure keep in here. I didn't want to do a password tracker because I feel like I don't need to have that written down somewhere, but I did want to choose the to-do list. I typically use this as my master to-do list, so separate from my kind of weekly running to-do lists, because sometimes there's bigger picture items that I want to have that I don't want to keep writing over and over every single week. And then the last thing that I wanted to add in was the holiday gifting, because this is also something that isn't the best kind of thing to have to write out all the time, but it's very useful to have a holiday gifting spread. So I thought that was a really thoughtful thing to have that most planners do not include. So the last add-on that you have is the option to put some sort of quote. And these are quotes that are added to the bottom of every single page in your entire planner. They have motivational, inspirational, productivity, spiritual, pop culture, challenges. I mean, they really have so many awesome options, and it was hard for me to choose because I thought that they would all be really useful. And originally I was going to go with the motivational, inspirational, but I decided to change it up. And you can see right there, it actually gives you an example of the quotes that are going to be offered in each category. So I thought that was really, really nice. So you kind of get an idea of like what it is that they're actually going to be putting on the bottom of your pages. And again, you don't have to do this at all, but I thought it'd be nice to do it. And so I went with challenges because I thought it would be nice to kind of give myself a little daily challenge to kind of make myself better. So that's the one that I went with. And then after that, you're basically done, and you just get to go ahead and preview your planner and make sure that everything is perfect and ready to go.
Okay, so now this comes in a gorgeous box. I mean, look at this. This is a Really, really nice box. So you know that your planner is well protected. And what happens when you open it up is you have this gorgeous, beautiful planner. And this comes with a cool little gift, I would say. These are little book darts. It says book darts to help keep your place. And they're so pretty. They're little gold little bookmarks. And they're just super simple. You just pop them in. So I thought that was a really nice treat or little feature. Just something extra to kind of make the whole experience a little bit nicer. So that was a really special add-on. And I love that the planner comes wrapped in tissue because it really helps protect it. So you already saw what print I got, but now we get to see it in person. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, it's got the gold foil right here and the beautiful binding. Oh my God, I love this cover. I'm so into this cover. It's so, so pretty. Let's take a look at it. There's my name and my email. Oh, and my phone number. Okay, you guys, honestly, the paper quality of this is unreal. It's so beautiful. I do see that it is a little bit off-white, so if you were planning on using whiteout, that probably would stand out, but it's pretty standard of most bullet journals that I've used in the past, so it's not anything different. Here's my year at a glance. Oh my God, I love how it came out. And this year at a glance is what I've said that I'm going to be using as my Calendex, which is a system that I really, really love, and I feel like it's really useful for me anyways. And I love that it's all laid out because having to write out this entire thing by hand is a lot of work. My master to-do list, January 2019. This is so great. I love that I ended up putting in the calendar or the holidays of the year just because those are things that I always end up having to look up later. And so let's see, what's the quote here? Say, or not the quote, the kind of to-do. Say thank you to someone that has helped shape your life. That's so great. I'm really excited about these specifically because it really is kind of a mindfulness activity, and I feel like that is something that is easy to forget. Write a good review for a restaurant that you love. Now see, that's something that I don't think about normally, but is something that I'm sure the restaurant would appreciate, right? Or any sort of business, I think. So these are really, really great. Offer to take a shopper's cart to the line outside. I don't know about that one, but they're cool little tips. Unplug your appliances when you're not using them. Now that is just smart, you know? That's just something that I know I tend to forget to do sometimes, and so it's good to do that. So anyways, let's jump towards the back of this. So that's the end of December right here. And like, if you see my weekly layouts, I have them to where you see the whole week, and then you have your master to-do list, continue to-do list, priorities, the gratitude, your meals, and your habits. This is very much along the lines of how I do my bullet journal setup as it is. So the only thing that's not on here would be my waiting on list, just because that wasn't an option, but I feel like that's something that I can include anywhere here. Yeah, this is just a layout that I know that works best for me, but as you saw, there's so many different layouts, so you can really do whatever works for you. I was really excited about this, the holiday gifting. This is a sheet, or this is a spread that I typically do in my bullet journal anyways, but it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of lines and measuring and things like that, so it's nice to just have this already ready to go. So it's the person who the gift is for, what the gift is, how much it costs, if you purchased it or not, has it arrived, have you given it to them, and then there's 2 pages of that, which I think is great because it's always important to keep track of all those things, especially when you have packages. I don't know about you, but I do a lot of online shopping, so I always need to keep track of what has come and what hasn't come. That's why I always do that waiting on list. But then in the back here, we have another folder right here. This is really nice. This is made out of a really thick cardstock. And then it's the back cover. All right. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. I'm so excited. I absolutely love it. It's so, so nice. So I hope you like this. I'm really excited to get started on this. When I start using it, I will definitely post videos and show you kind of how it's coming along and what my thoughts are once I'm actually using this. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video.